Mary, I've been meaning to ask you, speaking of love, what happened to that guy?
Didn't work out.
How is that possible? I saw you 3 days later and you still had stars in your eyes.
He turned out to be the groom of one of the weddings I was planning.
No.
That is the most disgusting thing I have ever heard.
My client harshly criticized the man I was dating, but she didn't know that man was her own fiancé. A few days ago, Steve saved me in a moment of danger, yet his gaze left a deep mark in my heart. The first person I saw when I woke up was him. His manner and words completely captivated me. Encouraged by my colleagues, I successfully asked him out. The atmosphere between us slowly grew intimate. Just when I thought my 30 years of loneliness were finally ending, that true love had finally arrived. The next day, I met with my client only to discover that Steve was her fiancé. I froze right where I stood. He had never mentioned being engaged. An overwhelming sense of betrayal washed over me, yet I couldn't show a trace of it in front of my client. The following day, we visited the wedding venue for a site check. My client suddenly asked about the man I was dating. With the very person sitting right beside us, I could only indirectly express my disapproval of him. After we arrived at the destination, an old friend of mine suddenly appeared. He introduced himself to Steve as my fiancé, but I knew he was just a friend I had known since childhood, someone my father had recently reconnected me with to pressure me into marriage. Still, remembering Steve's deception, I did not deny it on the spot, and that gave Steve an opportunity to subtly mock me in return.
It is wonderful. I mean, you've gone and you found that somebody special in your life, be honest and faithful to until the end of time, forever and ever, no matter what. Yeah, let's take that moment.
Later, while horseback riding, the horse beneath me suddenly bolted in fright. Without hesitation, Steve chased after me, risking himself once again to save me. On the way back, I thanked him. Looking at him, I still felt anger over his secrecy. Even if he said I also had a fiancé, he didn't know. I had never acknowledged that person. The next day, my client was busy with work, so she asked Steve to accompany me to choose wedding flowers. I was bowing my head, explaining different types of blossoms, when I looked up and saw my ex-boyfriend from university. His current wife stood beside him, not wanting to become his laughingstock. I quickly tried to avoid him, but he noticed me anyway. I had no choice but to pretend it was a chance encounter. Then Steve walked over and asked how we knew each other. Bad memories rushed back instantly. Before my ex could speak, I revealed everything he had done back then.
Keith was my fiancé, and Wendy was his high school girlfriend. And on the night of our rehearsal dinner, I found them making out in my car.